Now, lots of you guys leave in the comments about how all these player spotlights, you can never get work permits for them. Obviously, a lot of people like to manage in the Premier League, and with Brexit, the work permits are becoming a bit of a problem managing in England. So, I found a player, viewers, which doesn't have that problem, and he's still less than £1 million. Yes, welcome to the Omega Luke Gaming channel, your home of player spotlights. Remember, viewers, we are going to rate this player out of 5 stars at the end of the video, and I need your input as well. What do you rate this player out of 5 stars to? And I will go over the concept of which star equals to what at the end of the video, so you need to make sure you're staying around to the end so you can let me know down in the comments. But we have plenty going on right now. We have just smashed, by the way, this morning that I'm recording this video, 10,000 subscribers, which, if you know when you see my tweet or my message on Discord, you'll know how far in advance I'm recording these videos. Thank you to the house move, and thank you to all my simulators for allowing me to do so. You guys really are the best. This one is a Thomas First special, and he is based in England. Let's take a look. The player we are looking at today is Leighton Stewart, and he is in the Liverpool under-18s. Now, Leighton is a striker, 17 years old, with only 9 finishing. Do not turn away yet, viewers, okay, because he has good heading, although he is only 5'9". You'll see how well he develops, and it does not matter necessarily because of his output towards the end of his career, how much he scores during this player spotlight. And I did say that this player costs less than £1 million, and I was not lying. Even with Manchester United, they were willing to accept 850k, but they had the percentage of profit of next sale because I forgot to turn it off. But you can turn that off and negotiate a deal for yourselves, which I'm sure won't be as much. So what we have done, viewers, is we have put Leighton Stewart in a team which I think matches his standard of football right now, and that is in Denmark with Nordsjælland. We have basically cranked his potential right up to his maximum, which is 170 viewers, and we're going to play out a few seasons and see how he develops throughout his career before moving him back to a club a little bit close to the home in one of the top European leagues and see how he performs at the highest level and in the Champions League. So, we're going to skip our first couple of seasons and see how we get on. We're coming back, viewers, on the 1st of June 2022, and I'll see you there. So here we are, 1st June 2022. We finished 2nd place in the Championship group. There is Leighton Stewart playing up top. Here he is. Now, we can see here, at the age of 19, he has fantastic physicals. Great. 18 and 16 pace there. Mental attributes are not fantastic, but they are doable for this league. It's the attributes for the technicals that's going to put people off as a striker role at the beginning of his career. He does have 16 heading. He does have 15 technique, but he only has 11 finishing. But like I've mentioned a few times, viewers, the finishing is not the best thing to go on when you're buying a striker. Yes, if they have 20 finishing and they have the rest of their attributes fantastic, you would obviously prefer them to have higher finishing. However, you need to look at the things like pace, like acceleration, like composure, anticipation, and decision makings. All of these things, as well as off the ball as well, viewers. All of these things. He can't score a goal unless he can get to that. And if you haven't got a very good mind and not very good mental attributes, then you won't be able to get yourself into the positions to score these goals. This is what we need to focus on with Leighton Stewart. I can tell you now, viewers, in my day I was a very good striker, finishing-wise. However, I was slow as hell. I wasn't that strong. And at the start of my career, mentally, I didn't really know how to play a striker role. Did I score a lot of goals? No. When I did get the opportunity to, I scored some. However, I couldn't get into the chances to actually score them. You need the mental attributes, you need the physical attributes to get yourself in the position to score. He has them, and you can already see he has done just that. In his 2 seasons so far, 20 goals and 26 goals in the Danish league. That's not bad whatsoever. 5 assists this season, 10 assists the season before, with 5 player of the matches. So far, so good, viewers. And so we bring you back 4 seasons into the future, the end of the 4th season, and we can see Nordsjælland has won the league by 4 points. Fantastic. Before we actually take a look at the player himself, we can see they've won it twice now. They've chopped and changed with Midtjylland there at the top. He has scored the 2nd most amount of goals in the league, along with his strike partner, who also scored 35. Viewers, this season, playing 2 up top is just so much better for goals than playing 1 up top. That's the reason why we do that in these player spotlights. Leighton Stewart, however, we can see here, scored 23 goals this season in the league. How has he done? Attribute-wise, his attributes are coming on lovely. Now, he has 11 finishing, but, viewers, we have potential ranges in effect. I'm not quite sure whether Leighton Stewart's potential range, whether his attributes result in his finishing to be fixed at a low level or not. So you might have a good Leighton Stewart who is good at finishing. That is all down to whether his attributes are fixed or not. I'm not too sure myself. I did not set this one up. But his physicals, viewers, are very good. 17 acceleration, 16 pace, good off the ball, good flair as well. We have good decision makings, composure and anticipation all for this level. First touch of 15, heading of 16, passing of 10, so he's still getting assists, and 16 technique. He is a 4-star current ability, viewers, for this level, and he wants to leave. He has a value of £8.5 million even at this point, and he's 21 years of age. We haven't cranked him up yet whatsoever. Good personality. He plays his shots because he has good technique and good mental attributes, which obviously works for him. His history, he has been very consistent, viewers. After the 26 goal season, he then scored 25, but with 9 assists. 4 player of the matches of the highest average rating we've seen so far, with a 7.4. This season, 23 goals in just 27 games, so he's played even less games. 7 assists, 2 player of the matches, 7.3 average rating. But in total, viewers, he managed to score 12 goals in 12 continental competitions. 12 goals in, it must be Europa League. So 37 goals in total. Let's take a look, by the way. They were knocked out, actually, in the first round knockout by Manchester United. So they qualified through the Champions League group stage. Now this, I have to see. Let's take a look at all the groups here. Who did they have in their group? Wow, that is outrageous. So, this is quite unbelievable. They managed to qualify second place in a group with Real Madrid, Napoli and Celtic. Celtic I can understand beating. I can get that. But I can't get my head around how we managed to finish above Napoli here with a Danish team. They beat Celtic twice and beat Napoli once. We lost against them the other games, but it's because Napoli obviously drew against Celtic in one of those games, which cost them going through to the next round. We would have beat them on goal difference by the looks of it if they won by a couple of goals or not. But that is fine by me because that is absolutely fantastic for us. Manchester United, who we knocked out, went through to the final where they will face Liverpool. And how many times in a player spotlight have we seen those two? Either of those two won the Champions League final. It's outrageous. So if we take a quick look at his progress across the last 4 seasons, and remember this is in a league which doesn't necessarily have the highest standard, they might not also have the best training facilities or coaches, so the progression that we can see here is actually quite impressive with all those things taken into consideration. 4 for long shots, we have 4 for dribbling, 2 for first touch. He's quite good at corners as well now, viewers. 5 on corners, 5 decision makings, 4 composure and anticipation, and even on the physicals we can see 5 agility and balance, very much needed from what we've seen him 4 seasons ago. 4 for stamina, 4 for strength. He's becoming quite good at that. But 6, viewers, a 6 in vision. His vision is getting better and better. Now it's up to 13, which is doable for a striker. It will mean that he can see a pass in that final third, and he does have 10 passing now, so that's not too bad whatsoever. So viewers, we're going to move him back to the Premier League, and you can probably guess what club we are going to put him at. And we're going to see how he carries on in the Premier League throughout his career, and we're also going to crank him right up to his maximum potential and see if that makes any difference. So he has had 2 seasons now in the Premier League. He is cranked up to his maximum of 170, and this is what he looks like. I'm actually quite impressed. An explosive striker given to him by the media description, and for a very good reason. He has acceleration of 18, he has pace of 18 and 15 agility. He also has good off the ball as well, so maybe if you have like beats off side traps, he's going to create a lot of chances for you, especially because he has good anticipation. And if he does get through, he's beating the offside trap, he is not offside. He also has 15 composure, so he can compose himself, make good decisions with his 14 decisions, and now even viewers, he has 13 finishing. He has 17 first touch, so he can bring it down or control it properly into his path, And with that 13 finishing, 13 times out of 20 to score a goal, that's not how it works, by the way. But imagine that. Then I agree that could work. He also has now 12 passing. That vision is up to 15 as well as his teamwork. So I think he's a very well-rounded striker, viewers, in my opinion. 18 heading, and he's grew to 5'10" now as well. So at 23 years of age, he is worth £64 million. So he doesn't look too bad now, does he? Considering he was just less than £1 million with shocking finishing at the start of this player spotlight. You're all thinking, I actually quite rate him now. So, if we take a look at it, he has scored 40 goals this season, 22 in the Premier League. The season before, his first season in the Premier League, he scored 24. Both times he got himself 4 assists. Last season he only scored 34 in total. This season 40 in total. So he has been scoring a lot of goals, just not as many as we've seen in the past. They won the season in his first year. They haven't won it this season. They finished in 4th place. He was, though, 3rd top scorer in the league. Roy Nelson, that's a UFC fighter. What a player he is as well. However, viewers, if we do take a look at the rest of the competitions, quite a successful season for Liverpool. Yet again, they have won the Champions League. They beat Bayern Munich 1-0 in the final. Leighton Stewart was there with 11 goals this season in the Champions League. They have won it every other season since the start of this league start of this player spotlight, viewers. They have done very well, winning the Champions League 3 times. I wonder where that was, that second season, where that was, because I bet he was probably kicking himself that he hasn't won it after they come back and won it the first year, the year before he joined. 5th round of the FA Cup, semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and they won the Community Shield. But if we skip a full 4 seasons and we bring you back 10 years into the future, Leighton Stewart, at number 81 for some reason, has scored 56 goals in 61 games. His strike partner even better, and I know a lot of people are going to be curious to see this regen. This is Jochen Hessel, by the way, the German, who is absolutely incredible. But we're not here to see him. Leighton Stewart, an intelligent striker. Now, 5-star as well, at the age of 27, is now worth £78 million. And we can see him here at an elite level. He is a model professional as well, so that's fantastic to see. But we can see a lot of his attributes here are green, so that means they are 15 or above. Quite impressive, I think you'd all agree. He actually has had some attributes go up and one go down in pace, but that's fine. We can see, if we take a look at his history, how has he done? This season has been his best. He did score 31 goals in the season after we looked at last in his 3rd season in the Premier League. Then it was 27, then it dropped down massively to 22. So he still scored 44 across the season, still an impressive amount. 44 the season before, and 48 in this first season. This season, though, 56 is his highest goal total completely for a very long time, maybe ever, viewers. I can't remember him scoring more than 56. He also has a good average rating of a 7.29. So, have they won the Premier League? They have won that, 92 points. How many times have they won it since? They've won it the 2 seasons before that. Manchester United won it 2 seasons before then. He was the top scorer of the Premier League, though, viewers, with 36 goals in the 38 games. That is quite impressive. So, knocked out the semi-final by Tottenham Hotspur in the Champions League, winner of the Carabao Cup. Have they ever won the FA Cup? Can we see that? They have won that since he has been there. So maybe, has he won the Carabao Cup? Well, yes. For the last 3 seasons, he has won the Carabao Cup. Champions League, so he's won every single competition there is, viewers. He hasn't won the Champions League since we last seen him. Arsenal, Lazio, Manchester United, and then it's a North London derby in the final this season. But there we go. He has won everything there is to win in the Premier League, including the Champions League. Has he had many caps for England is actually what I want to see. He's had 30 caps, viewers, and he's also scored 13 goals for England. So there we have it then, viewers. That is Leighton Stewart, a striker from Liverpool, and I think quite a successful striker for Liverpool. With the potential range of up to 170, we need to look at some of his attributes here. And if we take a look at out of 5 stars, the cost of the man, he costs less than £1 million. Lovely little tick that is, isn't it? Straight off the bat. Does his attributes meet his position? In my opinion, it does. However, I know a lot of people will struggle to think that a player with just 13 finishing is good enough. I'm going to give it a star, though. Or am I? I'm not going to give it a star. I'm not going to give it a star because I know certain people will complain that there is not enough in the finishing category to make him good enough to be a striker, and people will maybe look to put him on the wing or something within that regards because he has good pace and agility. The mental attributes, though, meet that criteria in my opinion. His value at the end, though, viewers, of over 70 million, that's easily a tick. If we take a look at how many goals he scored, he did score a lot of goals throughout his career. That's a tick from me. Does he have that something special, though? I don't think he does. I don't think he does have that something special. So for me, Leighton Stewart, a striker which you do not need a work permit at the start of the game. If you want to use him in the Premier League, he'll probably come to you as well because he wants game time. I think I'm going to give him just 3 stars in this player spotlight, but I want to know how many stars you give this man out of 5 stars using the criteria that I just used. The cost, the results that he managed to pull back, the attributes, the value at the end, and does he have that something special? Those 5 categories, would you give this man 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars? What would you give this man? I want to know down in the comments, please. And that's the end of the video, viewers. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you can, drop a like on that video once you go down to the comment section and let me know how many stars he is. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. 76% of people who are watching my videos right now aren't subscribed, and yet we still managed to get to 10,000 subscribers. If you all subscribed, we could be looking at 15, maybe 20. That would be fantastic if we manage to hit one of those milestones very soon. But anyway, I also live stream on twitch.tv/OmegaLukeGame, and we have the Youth to Gold going on right now. Twitter @OmegaLuke. Please come over and drop me a follow. Viewers, I will see you very soon for another video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.